We live. We live. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How's the audio and all that? Is the audio crispy? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. We got Mrs. Lewis in the building. My wife is in the building. All right, we're gonna go over some relationship game. You do not want to miss this. You do not want to miss this. We have to learn from other people's stories. Okay? We gotta learn. We gotta learn from other people's stories and experiences. That's all this is. We're not here to bring nobody down. None of that. I don't even got the energy for that. I was never built like that. We're just here to tell the truth and we're here to keep it real. Okay. Let's see. All right. So we're going to wait for a little bit more people to join. If you want to subscribe to our couples channel, you want to see more of us, that's our YouTube right there, Astrid and Malik. If you are just now joining, we are just waiting for a couple more people. All right. You do not want to miss this live stream. We putting y'all on game. We putting y'all on game. You want to tell them a little bit of what we're talking about today?
Okay, so we're going to be talking about the Brittany Renner and PJ Washington situation. Just for some background, if you don't know who PJ Washington is, he is a basketball player, and Brittany Renner is the mother of his child. And she used to be
social media
influencer, public figure, IG model. Yeah. You know, used to do fitness content, among other things. I think she's also an author.
Yeah. And I think she wrote a book on how to get men's money.
Yeah, she did.
Okay,
she did.
All right. So that don't sound very righteous right there already.
No, it's not.
Okay, then. But yeah, so we about to start. We gotta respect the people that's already in. So I don't want to waste y'all time at all. This the video right here. We're about to react to it. And yeah, let's do it. All right, you want to watch the video first, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Appreciate y'all for being here and on time and locked in with us. Okay, now let me see where this is playing from. Hey, y'all been helping me on my purpose. Appreciate what you guys do. We appreciate you too. We appreciate you too. God bless you. All right, where is this at? Right here. Boom.
Okay, hold on, pause. This is what we're not doing.
Why we gonna pause here? Because why is she recording this? That was the immediate first red flag that I seen. I think this is personal family matters. And she decided to pull out a camera and record the interaction. Now we can continue.
Yeah. It's to me, if like to me, it's like you want problems.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
Because I didn't even consent. Let's say I'm PJ, right?
Coming to pick up
I didn't even consent to being on camera. I don't know where this is going. I don't know what's happening. I'm just here to pick up my son.
It's a setup.
It's a setup. All right, well let's go.
That he does this, I'm gonna record this because that's not okay. I'm just letting you know. No, the thing is, this is the third time he's done it. This is the third time he's done it. He doesn't want to go with you. So actually show up.
So this is the third time he's done it, right? So show up. So immediately she gets into talking bad about him. You know, as the viewers, we're supposed to assume that PJ Washington is a less than stellar father, that he is a bad dad, that he's not around, he's deadbeat, he's absentee. Truthfully, we don't know. But I do know that this was created out of spite. So immediately, I'm more weary of the situation, because while this should probably be something that's going on in family court, it's going on social media. And we can't do nothing for her. So why are you telling us? Because we can't do nothing for you.
It should be going on family court, but instead it's going on social media. It's that what you just said is huge, because it shows you where people want to take their situations. They're trying to turn people against
PJ.
Against not just people, but again, just that's how people move, right? Whenever it's their side of things, they take it online so they can ruin somebody else's image. And you are 100% right. Instead, if you really wanted what's best for the child,
thank you,
you wouldn't put, because then again, you also recording your child.
She is toxic and she is starting problems, which means
but yeah,
when we talk about is, because she's like, oh, this is the third time he's done it. I was like, yeah, well, this is kind of what happens when you split up your family.
Yeah.
So whose fault was it that they're not together? We'll get more into that later. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is the kid has to jump between two different households, and that's stressful for him.
Yeah.
So naturally, he's young. He probably doesn't know why he has to do that, but it's
Mhm.
stressful and he doesn't like it. Because when he goes over there, he's with the parent that he sees less. So maybe we can assume that he's less closer to his dad. That's not a bad thing. He should still be seeing his dad because he's a boy. He needs his dad. But at the same time, it's like, okay, so what? He's crying.
Yeah.
Like you know, the solution to your son crying when going over to his dad's house is not to make an argument, record it, start cussing at each other, and make it a big deal. You should be encouraging him, telling him it's okay, you know, saying that it's all right, that's his dad, you know, stuff like that.
Everything takes time.
Thank you. That's my point.
We live in a very impatient society, impatient world. I'm just gonna keep it honest with you, but that trickles down even to our parenting. So her as a mother, instead of recognizing if any of this is actually true, because it looks like it's a trap, right? Then be patient with PJ and be patient with the baby and think to yourself, well, that baby did not come out of PJ's womb. He don't got no womb. That baby came out of my womb. That baby is used to being with me. You know, feeding the baby, whether it's breast milk, whatever it is, that baby always going to be close to their mom, especially early on. Especially if the dad is not in the household. So things really do take time. But we're living in a world where, again, people don't want to have those tough conversations. People don't want to see the other side of things. And people are ready to just like fight.
Create problems. Like
create problems.
How is that a solution to your problems? Oh, my kid is crying every time he goes over to his dad. Let me record him crying for the world to see. I don't. It doesn't do nothing for you. But that's why I said I'm gonna get into it. We can press play.
Yeah.
Actually show up and do something then with him. Because he does this every time. No, it's not. No, it's not. It ain't because anybody babys him. You gonna give him his bag and stuff?
That's terrible. 3 weeks in a row.
Hey, real quick, bro. Real quick, bro. 3 weeks is nothing, bro.
3 weeks in a row.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, if we could listen, okay, let's keep it real.
3 weeks in a row.
3 weeks is nothing for a baby to get acclimated with his father, and he's only seen the baby part-time. 3 weeks is very little. So to me, it's just like, are you ready to be co-parenting for 3 years? For 13 years? For 30? Because you're always going to be a parent. It's like, if we can't figure out how to co-parent for these first 3 weeks, this is going to be a rocky road.
I think they've been co-parenting though. I don't know what happened recently to make this kid cry while, you know, the whole exchange is happening or the drop off is happening. But
what I'm saying is, this is still a baby.
Yeah.
Whatever this baby age is, he don't know nothing. That's what I'm saying. They're gonna have to raise this child for years. This is the first or one of the first situations, and we all get to witness it and see it. This is not good. I don't have the words for this. We're living in a society where instead of going to God with our problems, we're documenting it and recording it and showing it online.
And becoming case studies.
And we're normalizing this, but this is not normal. That's why we're doing this live stream, because we're letting y'all know that this is not normal. And I'm trying to figure out, if you can't do 3 weeks, how they gonna do 3 months? How they gonna do 3 years? You know, like this is scary. This is beyond toxic. This is scary. This is not good.
At all. No, it's not. No. Yeah, I will. But I'm telling you right now, every single time you come here and you guys, we're gonna record that. And it's what
she said, every time you come here and he cries, we're gonna record that. You hear that? What does that mean? Every time you come to be a good dad and pick up your son, right? Because that's you attempting to be present in your child's life. Every time you are attempting to be in your child's life, I'm gonna record it, and if he cries, I'm gonna record it and put it on the internet. Like, how does that? What does that
Every
even mean?
time. Every time. So that means that you have something against me.
Yes, that's what it is.
Every time he comes here, I'm gonna record you. So what if he gets better? What if this situation where the baby's crying, where this stops?
Then there's no more recording because there's no more drama, or they will create more drama.
People create their own suffering.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all hear what my wife just said? More drama will be created, even if one day it's the fact that the baby's crying. And what's the number one thing that we know babies do? Cry. All right, so automatically this don't make sense. Another day will be something else. Oh, when he comes over, there's a rash on his skin. I saw a rash. It could be anything to try to make him look like an unfit father. Right now, PJ got to have his prayers up, because when you have people that are looking for any little thing to go wrong, to take away access to your son, especially when it's a woman in court, it don't usually end up good for men. I'm just gonna keep it real.
We'll get into that.
We'll get into it, but it don't. So if I was PJ, I'm staying prayed up, You
see the baby stop crying,
right?
When PJ put the baby in the car
seat.
seat.
The baby stopped crying, right? So it's not about the crying. Right?
It's up with me. Just know that it's up.
It's up.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
It's up with me.
I didn't hear you say it again. Suck my dick. If you had one, maybe I would. Pussy ass bitch.
No, and then we're gonna stop right here, because this is what. Okay, so let's get into it. So this was a setup from the beginning, right? So then now the baby stops crying. The baby is now in the car seat. Now the grandma says something inflammatory, to which PJ responds, and then he tells Brittany's mom, SMD, to which she says, I would if X, Y, and Z. That's already weird. But what we're seeing is a huge disrespect between families. That's someone who could have been his mother-in-law. He's telling her to do some crazy stuff. Now, granted, they have been pushing him, and they did instigate an argument, because she did say it's up with me. So she's saying, I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to cause problems. Okay. So now the mom is now in it. She's trying to instigate. She's trying to heat things up more. Even though the baby has stopped crying, and that means the situation itself should, go lower. They're trying to make the situation go higher, because PJ's about to pull off. They're trying to piss them off, and it worked.
Yeah.
So now PJ's pissed off, and then now we're going to play the video, and then you're going to see what the wife starts to say. PJ's wife.
What the fuck you looking at? Get your bitch ass out my driveway, ho.
You don't pay for shit.
Fuck you. You don't pay for shit either. $170,000 to your hoe, but $11,000 in your son's bank account.
Thank you. This is what this was about. Thank you. It finally came out. One, I don't know how they know that she got 170K. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something here, but I don't. They're worried about what he's doing for his wife. Okay, this is why I don't like when women say marriage is just a piece of paper. Marriage is not just a piece of paper. He is entitled to everything that PJ has, because they are married, because of that quote unquote piece of paper. So when we get with these high earning men, and then we think that it's okay to just be a girlfriend forever, or to rent out our wombs, and to take something so sacred and make it transactional. In the case, that's what Brittany did. What do you expect to happen? This is what happens when you're out of order.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She took something sacred, and then she wrote a book about how to trap these players. He was 20, she was 26. So he was very young, didn't know no better, but at the end of the day, he was still a grown man, so he should have known better. Okay, I'm not taking no blame from it, because at the end of the day, they chose each other. But you took something sacred, and instead of building a unit together, y'all created this. This is the mess. So Brittany, she's mad and she's jealous and she's spiteful, because he's moved on and he's happy. Okay, he has a wife, and I believe they share 2 children. So he has a nuclear family. Brittany has her fucking mom. Sorry. Brittany has her mom.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Remember, these are case studies. Our emotions. Listen, There's emotions in this because we want people to win. And there's an easy way for us to win. God said woman and man come together and marry and have a nuclear family. That is the most winning formula. Don't care what anybody else got to say. That is how you win. Now, everything doesn't work out that way, but you should at least attempt that. Brittany did not attempt that. Okay? She was in it for the money. This is the mess that we're looking at now. This is what happens when you put money over God, when you put money over order, right? And if that don't piss you off, because these are also the same people that have a platform to speak to our daughters or our future daughters. They on Instagram. They get the same way we speaking, they get to speak too. They have a microphone too. And there's people who are listening to their philosophy, but they not listening to God. We talking about God's philosophy. So because of that, please don't just watch and don't interact. Comment, like the video, because more people need to hear about what we're saying. More people need to hear about the right way to do things. Like the video, subscribe. You're not going to hear stuff like this on other YouTube channels. Everybody else want to look cool. Everybody else want to be in the streets. People want to be like Brittany, make money off of selling their womb instead of having a nuclear family. That's not disgusting to y'all?
Yeah, because the reason why I'm really upset is because it's the baby.
It's the baby.
You know, like we don't do that to kids. Like a child is a gift, and a child is a gift to a man. A child is a gift that you give to a man when he deserves it. So I think she was saying that PJ was cheating on her multiple times throughout the relationship, right? So that's why I said they both not perfect. But really, let's think about it. Only one is constantly coming on the internet, basically doing things for attention, doing wild things, saying wild things. PJ, as far as I know, he play ball and he go home, you know. So with Brittany, the reason why people were calling her a predator is because I don't know if this was before or after she wrote the book, but she wrote a book on it. There was videos resurfacing about how, you know, it's real easy to get pregnant by athletes because they never wear protection. It's just kind of like you can tell that was someone who was waiting for their big payday, and she thought that her boyfriend PJ was going to be a retirement plan. No. Boyfriends are not retirement plans and children are not retirement plans. So while the court usually does go in favor of women, I think for Brittany, it didn't. Now, $11,000 in a boy's bank account, he's like, what, 5? No older than 5? That's a lot of money. But for Brittany, it's not. Why? Because one, she wants enough where she doesn't have to ever work again. She came out recently saying that she was basically on her way to being broke. This is one, she was still wearing her hijab. And she basically told us that she was struggling financially. So what are the odds that, okay, she was struggling financially. She was shortly married to Kevin Gates, but that didn't work out. And now you no longer have a man. You're probably still struggling financially. It's like, you know, this is her way of lashing out and basically telling PJ and the world that she needs more money, in my opinion. But it's like, this is why you think twice before, like leaving your boyfriend, leaving your girlfriend, leaving your marriage in general. And this is why I advocate for people to make it work or work it out as much as you can, right? Of course, there's limits, there's boundaries that we all have and have to adhere to, but that could have been you know, oh, you gave $170K to your 304. And it's like, first of all, that's not his 304, that's his wife. And the reason why she has that money is because she was like, yeah, I take marriage seriously. She probably let him know his, you know, her requirements. She was like, I'm not just gonna give you kids and we're not married, sleeping around, playing house. She, you know, so she had more self-respect in that sense. Or maybe PJ just really liked her more than Brittany and he proposed first. Maybe they didn't even speak about it. It was just because, I don't know. But the fact of the matter is they're married. So because they're married, they live differently. And it's like, Brittany, if you wanted what she had, you should have got married. You should have got married, but you didn't because you thought that the kid was going to give you that money. Marriage is what gives you alimony, spousal support, maybe even access to his 401k, his retirement. Just like I think Scottie Pippen's ex-wife. Marriage. Why? Because she got married to him. You were never married, so in the eyes of the state, you kind of just didn't exist. So no, you're not entitled to anything. You're not legally entitled to anything that he has. Anything that he gives you, that's from the bottom of his heart. That's out of kindness. But when you're getting on the internet and you're making his life hell, or you're trying to make him look bad, he's not gonna want to give you anything. He's not gonna want to give your mother anything. He's gonna do what he needs to do for the kid. $2,500 a month for a kid is a lot of money. He's 5. What does a 5-year-old need?
The thing is too, and I know my men in here agree. If y'all was PJ and you was dealing with Brittany and she was nice to you and respectful and a great mother, and I'm not saying she's not a great mother, but I'm just saying a great mother wouldn't really put their kid online like that,
and use him as a pawn.
Use him as a pawn, right? Then of course you could get extra money a different way.
Thank you.
It doesn't have to be through hate. It doesn't have to be through toxicity, but that's what people are used to. And so you're going to see people go back to their old ways of what they're used to, because that's what probably got them money before. Threats, blackmail.
It's crazy.
Every time you come over, I'm gonna record you, right? Like that's what she was saying in the video.
Horrible. And like of course the kid gonna cry.
Yeah.
Of course. Screaming, crying, fuss, of course.
Yeah.
What type of energy is that? And then in the car too, like I can't imagine being PJ and his wife. It's like you probably want to talk about the situation, but then you can't because the little boy's in the back.
Yep.
So the energy must have just been like off or like that.
Right.
But yeah, this is why over here we're always going to promote marriage, nuclear families, doing things the right way. It's just so you can avoid stuff like this.
Yeah.
This is hell.
Yeah.
This is hell.
And we do it to ourselves because we're not educating ourselves on what should I really be doing. You know, we're so focused on temporary pleasure, right? So we're creating kids out of wedlock. But it's like there's a natural order to do things. We just have to be disciplined enough to do it. We have to be disciplined enough to do it, because when you're not, then what happens is what we just watched, y'all. That's what happens. If you rolling in late, you know, we just watched the full video. You can watch it on your own time. I'm not trying to watch that again. It's crazy. It don't make sense. It's bad. We cursing at each other. You got grandma cursing. You got the mom cursing.
Grandma talking about come out the car so we could fight.
You know we know what's cool is Jesus Christ died as you. So the baby can feel the toxicity in their spirit.
Babies are more sensitive and receptive to energy. Right?
The same way if somebody walked into a room, we could feel the negative energy. We already know what we already know what's going on.
He know what's about to happen. He know they about to argue probably. He probably knows something that we don't. He can't articulate it.
Babies can feel that energy. The energy wasn't good. The energy wasn't good. And the best thing that we can do in situations right now, I'm talking about PJ. The best thing that you can do, PJ, is to just continue being a good father to your son. That's it. There's no other way.
And as women, I think we just need to take pregnancy more seriously. I think we should be requiring rings for men, because that's really how a man shows dedication to you and y'all's possible family, is when he says, I'm going to be here. I'm going to marry you. You know, I'm going to do this right.
Yeah.
And I think we're just so quick. Like, we're just so mesmerized by their pockets that we're like, oh no, I don't need him to marry me. And it's like you are devaluing yourself for money. It's not godly.
But it's gonna keep happening because some people, that's how they see themselves.
It's nothing to play with. Like giving birth kills lots of women each year.
It's nothing to play with.
To just sit up here and do that because what, he has money? Oh, that's my boyfriend, I love him. But then you told us he was cheating on you. So was he really worthy at that time of being a father? I'm not saying that he's not worthy now. I'm saying at the time, was he ready?
Yeah.
But you decided, you gave him the green light and you said, yeah, I'm going to still be with you sexually, even though I know you are messing around and you are in these streets with other women. You consented to that. And then not only that, but then you gave him a child. You rewarded him
for that behavior.
And that's what we're doing when we allow men to not marry us before they get us pregnant.
A case study a case study of what you don't want to be.
And now you mad because you're not getting no money from him and he got all this money. You want your kids to live like the other kids in California and Beverly Hills, probably going to all the best private schools, and you're realizing that you can't provide all of that. Let's be honest. When she put back on her clothes and became Muslim, she lost money. That's why she came on here talking about I'm going broke. Because she was known for having no clothes. That's what she would do. Now you're putting on your clothes, you don't really know how to make money with clothes on. And instead of getting creative, you just took off your hijab and now you are doing things like this for attention, for clicks. It's just too much. It's just too much. And you got to think about your child before you do stuff like this.
What I think it is, like what you're saying is, Brittany, if you're watching this right now, literally just talk to God and ask God what he wants you to do. That's going to be your purpose. You need to follow your purpose. Like these videos, man, or these live streams, you know, we're going to talk about current news and stuff like that from time to time, or whatever's going on in the world, because that's how we learn and that's how we grow. You don't want to make the same mistakes as other people. I don't care if you know who these people are or not. That's not the point. The point is what we're saying, right? So BJ, I can't answer this for you. I don't even know who these people are on a deeper level, but they are allowing us based on the decisions that they've made in their life to speak deeper. And so the deeper thing that we need to be doing is making sure that we're being the best that we can be in our daily lives. Mm-hmm. And so I wish them the best, but this ain't the best. This ain't the best. And the truth is, a lot of people do things for money. Follow the money and you'll see why. So like you said, here's why.
Ego too, because you ask yourself too, like I feel like some people, they be leaving their boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever they spouse, and they're just not ready for that. And that's, you know, and they're not ready for that. And they say stuff like, oh, it's because I might have standards, or like I don't deserve this. And that's true too. But you know, that's also you being your ego too. I think when you're in a relationship, you both will do things to each other that you don't deserve, but you could also be conscious of that. And you can come back and apologize for that. You know, I had to realize that, how do I say this? I'm not even going to finish that thought. But
yeah, no one is perfect.
No one is perfect. And I'm not saying to like stay through BS, but it's perfect. Like really realize that when you leave that person, be ready to be done with that person for life. That's all I'm saying. I think we leave people and then we realize, oh, because the grass is greener on the other side, right? I can find better than you, right? And then you separate and the
grass is greener where you water it. We giving y'all the game. You keep jumping from relationship to relationship and it don't work like that. You don't get rewarded for that junk. I'm speaking to somebody right now. Where y'all at? Y'all not in these comments. You can exit off the live if I don't see y'all comments. Do y'all hear what we're saying? Y'all jumping from relationship to relationship. It doesn't work like that. You don't get rewarded for that. You got to work through it. You have to heal. You have to water the grass where you're at. This is why people are single, because nobody wants to work with people. You think that you're just good on your own. Get the out of here with that. It don't work like that. It doesn't work. Y'all can go to church on the Sunday, come back, and I don't need nobody. I just need me and God. But when God gives you somebody to work with and build a life with, you reject that because of your ego. Because you good on your own.
And then you come and crying back. Or you having a hard time coping with the fact that that person moved on, got married, and had a family without you. And it's like you had the chance to have that family. Remember that. Like always remember that before you call her at her name and call her 304 or tell her come outside. Remember that you were in her shoes and you had every opportunity that she had.
Let's move into Q&A. I want to serve the people that's here.
All right, y'all. How do we work marriage out if we don't know how? And we always talk about divorce.
Stop talking about divorce. That's number one right there. If you're not going to divorce, right? Why are we talking about divorce? I remember when we was growing up, but this was before we was like married. And then every time I get upset, I'd be like, I'm done. Remember that? That's what boys do. That's what little boys and little girls do. They always say, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. So why you keep saying, I'm going to get a divorce? I'm going to get a divorce. I could just divorce you. We all know that. We all know if you get married, you could also get divorced. So stop bringing that up, because the more you bring that up, that's the energy that's going to circulate in the house, the I'm done with you energy. Instead of I'm working with you. The problem is y'all get married and you still think that you're two separate people. No.
Or not willing to sacrifice.
Scripture says when you come together, you are one flesh. And when you become one flesh, what does that mean? You have to what?
Sacrifice.
You have to sacrifice, because you can't just be all of what you once was before. Now that you're with this person, certain things have to get sacrificed. You have to move as one. That's what marriage is. It's a commitment. So why would we even talk about divorce if now we're trying to live this one life together? So when you're trying to live one life together with this person, of course there's going to be ups and downs. You're trying to bring your life, they're trying to bring their life, and you're trying to live life together. It's not going to be perfect, but this is what it is. It's worth it, though.
I was going to say that.
It's worth it.
It's worth it. You
got to put the work in. You have to earn a happy marriage and a happy relationship. Mm-hmm. It's not just going to fall out the sky. You got any more thoughts on that?
No, I agree with everything you said.
But read this one and then give thoughts, whatever comes to you.
I hear you, but we don't have the same vision. But I just don't want to give up. But I don't know when enough is enough. That's good too. Like I said, like work stuff out within reason. Within reason. You know, like I'll never advocate for people staying through mental abuse, physical abuse, financial abuse. So you have to tell yourself when enough is enough. What type of abuse is it? How long you've been going through it? Like, is a person trying? I would say that. Like, are they trying? Are they trying? And just really ask yourself, how patient are you willing to be? Because what did you tell me? You told me it takes like 11 months to make a whole new body.
Yeah, our body regenerates in 11 months. What's your point with that, though?
My point is it takes time for someone to change.
Yeah. Your physical body regenerates in 11 months.
That's your physical. So
that's your physical.
That means every 11 months, you're like a new person.
Right. Golden Child, we see you, brother. I see you, brother. Yes, sir. 4 p.m. for the brotherhood, man. 4 p.m. I'm going to see you there. But yeah.
So you have to ask yourself, justly, are they trying? How long has it been? You know?
Things take time.
Yeah. Is it doing anything to you physically? Like are you losing your hair? You know, like if it comes to a point now where like you're suffering in that way, where like your health is probably suffering, then yeah. But only you can make that choice. I usually don't say that people need to break up with somebody. Like when I was younger, I would say that, oh, you just need to break up with him. I don't do that because it's like I can say that, but it wouldn't be genuine because it's like that's not even advice I give to myself.
Yeah. Yeah. A girl I'm with in a friendship relationship always talk about her boyfriend, but I wish to settle with her one day, but I am afraid to mess up the friendship.
She got a boyfriend, so you done.
Yeah, bro.
You got to respect the fact that she's in a relationship, and as long as she's in that relationship, you can't be with her, and it wouldn't be righteous to tempt her either.
Yeah, that's not righteous, bro. She's in a relationship, so you have to move on.
Yeah.
It's either that's going to be your friend or that's nothing.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Real talk. It's either that's going to be your friend or that's nothing. We're not playing around in the gray space because there's something called what goes around comes around. Mm-hmm. So how you get her is the same way you might lose her. Mm-hmm. I said how you get her is the same way you might lose her. I'm trying to tell y'all don't think that, bro. I don't know, bro. Y'all just need to know y'all are tapped in. Y'all at the right place. Don't take this for granted. I'm giving you the game. I'm giving you advice. If you tempt her and you get her that way, you will most likely lose her the same way that you got her. Do not do that. Don't do that. That's just your friend. And then here goes my other point. Didn't I tell you? Why can't my wife don't got no male friends like that at all? She don't have no male friends, period. I'm just letting y'all know that. Why? Because of shit like this. You're disrespectful, Focus Move. I don't give a damn if you purpose driven. You're disrespectful. This is why we don't trust. This is why we don't trust. Why? Because of y'all.
Not only that, you're not even saying I'm afraid to mess up her relationship. You're saying I'm afraid to mess up our friendship.
Your ego is out the roof.
That's crazy.
Your ego is out the roof. You need to get right. You need to get right. That's tough brotherly love. You need to get right, bro. There's people who are in relationships and you plotting on somebody else's relationship. That's sick. You're up in the head, bro. And I know you're probably shocked that I'm talking to you this way, but it's better for me to talk to you this way than God spanking you on your behind. Because he will.
Because that could end up in a messy situation.
That's horrible what he just said. He don't know that though. He know now.
Relationships
right.
For
leave her alone. You gotta leave her alone. Unless she's single, you gotta leave her alone.
Relationships end for a reason. Too many people out here scared to be alone and end up wasting someone else's time. Thoughts?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, a lot of people are scared to be alone, and that's why they're always chronically in relationships. And yes, it does waste time.
Yeah,
they're unhealed, but all they know is to be in a relationship. They actually can't function without another person. And yeah, I was telling Malik about this too. You know, you might think like, what does this got to do with anything? I was talking to Malik about people who have dogs or they have pets with them in areas where pets are not allowed. Maybe they have emotional support animals or something like that. But I was like, these people can't really function without something else, without another being. So some people do it in the form of pets. Some people do it in the form of relationships. If someone is always in and out of a relationship, like they leave one and they in another one 2 weeks later, 2 months later, first of all, red flag, because a lot of these people, they be having people on standby ready to replace you as soon as y'all break up.
Crazy.
Which means they probably cheating on you while they're with you.
Yep.
Red flag.
Heard many stories of that. Crazy.
Red flag. But two, yeah, it does. It hurts the dating pool because you got people in here just wasting time.
Yeah.
So, okay.
We on live.
Yo, what's up, brother? We just had a call today and it really helped me a lot. You gave me more confidence in myself and more motivation. Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. That's what I like to see. Proud of you, bro. Keep going. Keep going. It's only up from here. It's only up.
Y'all got any more questions? We're going to be on here for at least another 20 minutes, probably.
Yeah. We got like another 20, 25 minutes. Listen, this is where it's at. I'm trying to let people know this is where it's at, man. You know, I appreciate this community so much because I want to see y'all be in happy, healthy relationships. But we have to be honest with ourselves. I think a lot of the work also comes with ourselves. Like we know what we need to work on. Some people neglect that. They don't want to do the inner work. So if you know that you have an attitude or you're quick to anger, why are you getting in a relationship and you know you need to work on being quick to like you need to fix your anger first before you go and you're not ready. You need to get yourself ready. If you battling lust, you're not ready.
They swear.
If you don't have a purpose, you're not ready. Someone just said we got different visions. Vision is something you're supposed to talk about before you get married. I'm just going to keep it real. Can you still work through it? Yes. But, you know, people don't have a vision for what they want their life to be, but they're starting to get into a relationship with somebody else. We're doing everything backwards. We're hopping into relationships quick, but we're not working on ourselves. You have to be working on yourself. You have to be locking in. You have to be educating yourself. You have to be. So I'm glad that y'all are here because I know all of y'all want to be in a happy and healthy relationship. But part of the work is by you being honest and saying, what is it that I need to fix? When is the last time you looked in the mirror and said this relationship did not work because of what I did?
And that's another thing too. Like before you leave whoever you with, you got to ask yourself, have I done everything that I could? Have I been the best person to this person that I could possibly be? Before you leave. A lot of people, you know, the answer is no. They thought there was Mr. or Mrs. Perfect. They go ahead and they leave. And then, you know, like the silenceness, it humbles them.
Yeah.
They have a lot of time to think and they have a lot of time to reflect. And they're like, shit, I messed up. But as for people always getting in and out of relationships, I think some of them too, are trying to also find someone who will accept them for them without actually needing to change. But after a while, it's like, okay, you going through all these people, they all sick of you. They all fed up with your behavior. You got to know that it's you. You got to fix yourself.
Yeah.
But I think they just be looking for someone who would just be like, oh, I'll accept you.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. You know, and it doesn't work like that.
No.
Because here's the thing. before I even come together, before we even come together and say, okay, let's get married, there were certain things that we need to make sure that we were working on first. We didn't just get married like overnight. We knew that we needed to work on a couple of things. Mm-hmm. And once we work on that, then we can start talking about marriage and doing that. Mm-hmm. But that's part of the plans. See, people have no vision. People have no plans. Y'all dating with no intentions. So already right there, it's not going to work. I just said already right there, it's not going to work.
I be seeing y'all.
Hold on. I just said it's not going to work. I just told you your relationship won't work. Let's sit down with that and let's take that in. Why? Why won't my relationship work? Because you're dating somebody and you have no plans for them. Being in a relationship is not the end all be all plan. After a relationship, there's engagement. After engagement, there's marriage. After marriage, there's nuclear family. That's the vision. I'm trying to set y'all up for success, but y'all gonna do what y'all do.
I was saying on X, this was, this is a couple years ago, but I always believed in dating to marry. I was kind of like, why would you date someone who you don't potentially see yourself one day marrying? And it turns out some people just really date to date, like to pass time or like a hobby. It was an actual argument. And people were really making a case for not dating to marry.
Yeah.
And that's when I knew. I was like,
that's where we at.
I'm not from this. I'm not from here.
That's where we at.
That's when I was like, I'm not from here.
That's where we at.
I don't know if I'm because old. I don't know if I stumbled into this.
Wait, because men who have no money is scared that a woman's gonna take his money. So you already operating from fear. You broke. You don't even got nothing that somebody could take from you. You're taking other people's experiences and you're taking it as your own. I don't want to get married because the courts are against me. They could take half. You don't have half to take. You're broke. You need to be on your purpose. That's what this whole channel's about. I'm trying to make y'all prosperous. Y'all got to get to work. You got to get to work. You're taking another man's story as your own. First off, that's sus. Why are you worried about that? You can learn about that and learn how to protect yourself. But at the end of the day, marriage is an individual thing. You have to understand why you want to marry that woman and why you want to establish a family unit. Mm-hmm. But they looking at other people's experiences. Mm-hmm. So now you got people who's anti-marriage. To me, if you anti-marriage, you anti-God. That's me. Mm-hmm. Because marriage is, God said that marriage is the perfect union. Right? I disagree with some stuff you saying, but and let the lady talk. No, you don't gotta be here, brother. You don't gotta be here. It's cool. I don't need you to agree with what I'm saying. I don't need you to agree with what I'm saying. And she spoke. I don't know when you got here, but she most definitely spoke. I'm on y'all ass. I'm on the men. Y'all don't believe in marriage. Y'all need to figure out why. That's not godly. That's not righteous. And you Haitian. Why you gotta be a fool and be Haitian?
Okay, so man,
love my Haitians, man. Why you gotta be a fool, man? You acting stupid.
I just wanted to say, what do you disagree with? Like people can disagree. I welcome, disagreements, but let's talk about it. Like, what do you disagree about? You just can't say I disagree with some stuff. You got to tell us what.
Because now I'm on you, bro.
We need a conversation.
Because now I don't know what he disagreed with, so I'm on it.
So I'm on it. If you're brave,
bro, we're talking about pro-marriage. No, bro, listen. We're talking about people getting married. What do you disagree with that? What is there? What in your mind is making you disagree with that? Do you believe in God or not? So if you believe in God, then God's going to get you your right one. What do you disagree with?
He said it's called feedback. Don't go live if you don't accept it.
Nah, bro. No, bro. No, the red flag is you. Why do you disagree with a married couple promoting marriage? You're the problem. You're what I'm against. You're the enemy. I don't mess with people like you. I don't like you. I don't like you, bro. That you are what I stand against. If you disagree with marriage, I don't rock with you. You can say it's not for me, but for you to say I disagree, I don't rock with that.
He's not angry. He's passionate.
I'm very passionate.
Very passionate about marriage. He don't play about marriage. It's changed his life for the good. So
I see men who don't get married, and I see their life go to trash. So what don't you still haven't said what you don't agree with?
Hey, Zoman.
Zoman, my wife will always be on my side, Zoman. She's not on your side, brother. Don't tell me the wife is right. Tell me what you disagree with. Y'all think that this is a joke. You're listen, bro. People are always gonna fight for their right to be in the streets. I'm fighting for people to be in unions. Why are you against that? What is wrong with you? Is the world not messed up enough? Is the HIV rates not up the roof? Is there not enough broken families? Why are you over here attacking me? Disagreeing with anything that's coming out my mouth? It's people like you. It's men like you. You don't believe in order, structure, marriage. You're the problem. I gotta keep it real.
He just keep calling you angry.
I love it. I am angry. It's called righteous anger. Something should upset you in this world. If you agree with everything that you see in this world, you are a slave. I work for God. We are angry about a lot of things that's going on in the world right now. I'm angry. I'm passionate. I have every right to be. W's in the chat if I am making sense. Put W's in the chat. And if you don't agree with marriage, you can leave.
So, man, you still haven't told us what you don't agree with.
Because he's a fucking idiot.
You gotta tell us that. Like, we get it. He's talking loud, but you gotta say something.
He's an idiot.
So Josiah is saying, so I've been talking to this girl with the intentions of getting to know her more, but I've been comparing my looks to her looks and basically downgrading myself. Thoughts on dealing with this? So the fact that she like you, well, I'm assuming she like you. So if she like you, then that's, you know, how you look is enough for her. That's an internal thing that you're doing.
You're banned. You're banned.
I would say, what do you, I don't know, like, where's the insecurity coming from? Like, when you look in the mirror, do you like what you see? And if you don't like what you see, then maybe you should change it. That's the honest truth. Unless it's something that you just can't change, or like something unreasonable, like your nose, you know, don't get a nose job.
I say hit that gym.
But like, yeah, it's like, if you're skinny, then, you know, put on some muscle. If you're fat, then lose some weight. And then that's like, only you can fix that. She can't make you feel good about yourself. And the thing is, if you are insecure about it, it's going to start to show. And then that's when she's going to start to dislike you too.
Yep.
Because women don't like men who are not really confident, or they have a crutch, like you're leaning on her to tell you that you look good or stuff like that. That's enough.
The biggest thing is confidence.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest thing is, like, I'm confident in what I'm saying, and I'm confident that God is happy, right? That this is the type of topics that we're talking about. Nobody's talking about this type of stuff. So I'm confident in that. Mm-hmm. Right? You have to be confident in who you are, how you look, what you say, how you feel. Like, you have to be confident. That confidence exudes. Nobody could take that confidence away from you. So you have to be confident. But part of building confidence is by making sure that you're taking care of your looks, right? So going to the gym, working on the things that you need to work on. Confidence.
You got to make a video on this topic, bro. What topic, Rich Mills?
Which one? Right? But confidence is huge.
Yes.
It's huge.
Famous Fun Clip said, a man needs to lead. Why do some people need external things to truly express themselves? Oh. Why do people need some external things? Some people, they value that. So we live in a society that, you know, depending on what you wear, that's also like your net worth. Yeah. So we know that, we internalize that. And, you know, we think that wearing Gucci, Louis, Prada, all this other stuff, that makes us somebody. Right. But it don't. It don't. It goes back to confidence. I don't know why they need, you know, external things to truly express themselves. They not where they need to be spiritually. That's ultimately where it is. They're very early on in their journey. They'll realize that, you know, as time goes on, all the expensive stuff that people like to wear, first of all, we hearing that it's actually made in China for cheap. That's a problem. And then they selling it over here. It's really just marketing, y'all. I'm not gonna get into that. That's not. They're not confident. Yeah. That's why they feel like they need it. Basically. They're not it goes back to confidence. It goes back to confidence. Like they're not confident. So again, why do people feel like they need external things to truly express themselves?
a lack of confidence within what's already within them to be expressed.
Truly, it's not enough.
It's not enough. They feel like
their
they're not
intellect
enough.
or their words is not enough.
Right.
They feel like their value goes up, their social points go up, depending on what they wear.
Once they have the external.
Yeah.
I don't need anything external to make me confident. Nothing. I don't need nothing external to make. I don't care if people like me. I don't care if people agree or disagree. Right. But again, you gonna have to, the same way I'm opening my mouth and I'm letting y'all know what I believe. If you disagree, you're gonna need to say something too.
Yeah.
I need to know what it is, because this ain't nothing to play with. We're not playing with this topic.
I think he really should just went back and seen what we reacted to, because it would have made sense. Like,
nah, but he want to come on here and act, he want to act a fool.
What y'all seen in the beginning, if you're new to this live, I would suggest maybe going back to the beginning once we're over and really look at the situation between PJ and Brittany and tell me that's not why people need to be married. Really tell me, like, really sit up here in my face and tell me that that was okay.
Right.
That's what happens when you don't value nuclear families.
You don't value nuclear. I'm like, listen, I don't ever think somebody's going to agree 100% with what I'm saying. But when the topic is about marriage and why people should do things in the right order, so kids aren't being like the same situation we were just talking about, in situations where it's not a nuclear family. That's why Miracle said, he said, yo, what's the disagreement about? But now bro is banned because he keep talking about, I know I'm angry. I know I was angry. You think bro, I have a right to be angry because I would never do that to my child. And I'm trying to put y'all on. I have a right to be angry. What are you angry? Some of y'all not angry enough.
Very passive, yeah.
Some of y'all is very passive. You got friends that's doing dirt. You got friends cheating on your girl. You don't cheating on their girl. You don't hold nobody accountable. Some of y'all is passive. Some of y'all didn't put W's in the chat because you know I'm talking about you. Real talk. Some of y'all don't stand up for nothing. That has to stop. That gotta stop, bro. I'm standing up for marriage. I'm married, and what? Some of y'all need to stand up for God. Some of y'all need to stand up for a better life. Some of y'all need to stand up for a better way. It's not cool to look cool for the world. It's cool to look cool for God. I'm trying to tell y'all. So when bro said I disagree with a couple things, I'm like, all I said was we should get married. What are you actually disagreeing with? All I said was that child should be in a better predicament. That's all we're saying.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, bro. No, you're banned, bro. We don't stand. I'm against that. I'm like, people have to. I have an enemy. It's God's enemy. Anything that's not God's way, I am against that. That's my stance. I'm not here to kumbaya, make friends, be popular, and be no celebrity. And I don't give a fuck about none of that. I care about God. So what do you mean you disagree with me? Everything I said came from scripture. Go take it up with God and get off my live stream and get your behind in church.
Rich Mills. Okay, so first, Josiah said, thanks for the advice. I appreciate it. You're very welcome. Now that you mentioned it, I feel like it's more of a lack of confidence. Yeah, you gotta work on your confidence. Shit, fake it till you make it.
It works. It works.
Rich Mills said, yeah, he said we got to make a topic on it, and then
marriage, yeah,
on being married.
And he said his parents is married. That's good.
And I want to get married as well in the future. Yeah.
You see how he had a good example? Why? Come on. But again, people always gonna look at the situations that didn't work. Yeah. For why they can't do. You know how many businesses don't work? How many entrepreneurs don't make it?
Is, of course, we're gonna hear more about like why it doesn't work, because I mean, if something's working for you, right? Are you quick to go on the internet and tell everybody like it's working for you? A lot of us just like to be in peace. A lot of us who are happy in marriages or it works out for us. Like, I'll tell you something, before we go, because we have to go in 5 minutes.
We got time.
Okay. I remember before I became a stay-at-home wife, right? I was doing some research too, because I've always been someone, I imagine myself to kind of just be working until child rearing came along. Then I'd, take some time off of work and then raise the babies, stay home and stuff. So I didn't really expect to be a stay-at-home like wife / mom until maybe like 27, 28, 29, 30, whatever my first child came along, that's when I was going to do it. But no, I did it. I'm in my early 20s still. And, everybody on the internet, everybody on TikTok will tell me, well, not tell me, but, will say, like, no, don't do that. Don't ever depend on a man. That's why I said earlier, don't depend on a boyfriend for a retirement plan and don't depend on a child for a retirement plan. But when you're married, I had to learn that there are ways that you can secure yourself as a woman who doesn't work a traditional job and still be okay in the event of a divorce. But that's not what women on the internet are going to tell you. They're just going to tell you to just work yourself to death and keep working at a job that you hate because you just can't trust these men out here. So basically make yourself unhappy and not really trust what you're seeing and what you're feeling. I'm like, Malik would never do that to me. Like this situation that we're talking about with Brittany and PJ, that would never be me and Malik. You know why? It doesn't matter if me and Malik ever divorce. It'll never happen. But you know why that will never be us? It's because we work on our communication skills. We value peace. You know what I'm saying? Like
and when you make a commitment, you mean it. So when I tell her that and I look her in the eyes, I'm like, my life is your life and your life is my life. That's real. You don't trick people like that. You don't do that to people. But again, you see other people and other people's experiences and you think that that's going to happen to you. And that's the problem. Is that you got to go figure it out for yourself and meet your person.
That's what I had to do. Thank you for saying that. I had to figure it out for myself. I'm like, I can't just keep doing stuff that I don't want to do because at a certain point I was so disillusioned with the process of getting a job after like putting in time, getting to passing the first rounds, getting to second rounds, feeling good about a job, not even getting jobs that I was overqualified for. Y'all, they denied me from Target. I'm not lying when I say that. I'm not lying when I say that.
Hey, that might have been a good thing.
It was a good thing. But at the time, really imagine me. I have a bachelor's degree. Me
too.
And Target's like, baby, we don't want that.
Ain't nobody really hired us.
It's like, I can't even stock the shelves. Mm-hmm. So I'm mad at that whole thing. I'm like, this is just too much for me. I don't like it. But I do like the idea of staying home and supporting him. I've been doing it my entire life. I'm like, I wouldn't mind the idea of doing it full time, but I just don't know how. I don't know who to look to. I don't know anybody who's done this and done this successfully. Because again, people who are doing it successfully, they're happy. They're not on the internet. Yeah. So we don't hear them even we don't see them.
That's why we're here. That's why we're on the internet. We only
hear the bad stuff. So all I'm hearing is the bad stuff. And I'm having to do all this deep research to make sure that, I'm okay.
Subscribe. Make sure y'all subscribe to our YouTube.
We be dropping game on there.
We be dropping.
If y'all like us, y'all should actually be over there.
If you love God and you still believe in love, go subscribe. It's just that. It's just that simple, man. And listen to the hey. I think we said enough. We good. Yeah. But we just want to see y'all be happy and live good lives. So we wanted to hop on live for an hour and give y'all some game. Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Okay.
Last question.
Is it wrong to sacrifice years to build yourself and wait for dating? I'm 20, but I comprehend I can't give my all to someone now, but crave a relationship. I'm assuming you're a man.
You can build too. You can build with that woman if she's willing.
If she's willing.
You want to speak about that? Because you helped build with me.
Yes, I did. And it's becoming, at least on the internet, it's becoming less common to find a woman who's okay with building, at least like I said, on the internet, because I be seeing that type of stuff where it's like, I don't want no man who's not a finished product. I don't want no man who doesn't make more than 200, who doesn't make at least 200K a year.
Again.
And it's like, I'm looking around, I'm like, everybody here lives with somebody else. I don't know not one person who's actually not splitting bills. So I'm like, these women who come on the internet and say that they're not willing to accept certain things or build, I'm like, that still must be the minority. I'm going to trust what I can see. And what I see is that everybody splits bills, whether it be 50-50, whether it be 70-30, 80-20. Like, how many people are really just surviving off of one income? Almost nobody. So that's when I had to realize, I was like, all this noise that we hear on the internet, I was like, I don't really think it's real. Like, I don't really think it's as common as we think. It's like, it's a small group of people with a big voice. But no, it's not wrong to sacrifice years to build yourself and wait for dating, especially as a man. You're not, you don't have a biological clock the way women do. So truthfully, like, you can you can wait a long time to start dating. I'm not saying to do that. You know, I think if the right one comes along, you should give that a chance and, you know, test the water, see where she's at. Does she understand what point in your life that you're in? And if she is, then it could be pretty good. Like I knew what point in my life that we were in.
Right. Right.
You know, so like sometimes he'd be, you know, he come home late, like 11 p.m.
Yeah.
I'm not mad. You know, he said he was working. I believe him. He was working.
Right.
So
it's good. It's good. What I would say is start with your phone. Another good camera is a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. That's another good camera that you might like. DJI Osmo Pocket 3. It does cost money, but you have to invest in your dreams. But really, you could just start with your phone. I promise you. And like watch YouTube tutorials on how to use your phone to build a YouTube channel. Okay? No, that's my point. No.
hey, you the same dude who liked the girl who's in a relationship?
Aren't you the same dude that likes a girl who's in a relationship right now? You telling me to calm down? No, I'm upset at you too. What don't y'all get, bro? Y'all need an awakening, an understanding. And I'm not better than anybody, but I've made certain decisions that has set my life up for success. And I'm trying to give y'all the game. And you have to understand that there is something called righteous anger. People have a right to be upset at things that are not godly, that are not righteous. The devil speaks louder than I could ever speak. The devil has a hold on a lot of people right now in society. Let a brother of God speak. What is wrong with y'all? Why do we tell people who believe in God and who's standing up for that what they believe in to be quiet? What is wrong with y'all?
That's what I meant by some of y'all too passive.
Some of y'all are passive. With that being said, I'm gone,
around,
man. Y'all weak, man. I'm gone, bro. Appreciate y'all for being on the live. Love y'all. If you want to watch more of me and my wife, y'all can check out Malik and Astrid. Okay, Astrid and Malik. We appreciate y'all for watching. If you just now joined the live stream, play it back. It was a great live with a lot of game. I appreciate my wife for blessing us with her presence on this live stream. She will definitely be back. But bro, I'm not calming down. I'm speeding up. I've devoted my life to righteousness, bro. That's it. I'm not doing this with y'all, bro. Y'all too passive. See you, Isaac. We see you in here, Isaac. That's Isaac right here. W stream, real talk.
Thank y'all.
This stream was more of a whooping, but that's cool, man. Sometimes we need that.